Yo, it's me, Pipsqueak, and today I have decided to fully delve into becoming a React Andy, truly hitting the bottom of the barrel when it comes to content, because I enjoy consuming it and I enjoy making it, so, it's a win-win. And today we are reacting to the video that Schaller released on my career so far and everything that's leading up to where I am right now. And I watched this on stream earlier today, and I thought that I should upload it here. If you care about, my history, my backstory and all that, then this should give you a good perspective on it. I end up clarifying a couple things and, going into more detail than in the original video. So I think it ends up being around like twice as long as the original video. Regardless, if you enjoy my content, then subscribe and all that. And with that, here's the video.
It's no secret that Melee is primarily an American esport.
USA.
There have only ever been 2 people from Asia to place in the top 10 rankings in its 20-year history.
Oh, I didn't know
and
Captain
only
Jack
3
did.
from Europe, 2 of which came from the same country, a rather infamous country in the world of esports.
How many
Producing
plays top
multiple
20?
Star-studded esports orgs and players, Sweden seems to have a knack for creating esports stars.
Why are Swedes built so different? I think a lot of it has to do with the culture here. There isn't that much pressure to be to climb the career ladder in the same way, and we also have pretty good social security, especially historically. Even though it's getting worse now, historically we've had really good social security, so you have less of an incentive, and not incentive but stress to figure your life out. So a lot of people, when they're in when they're young adults, as teenagers, but also as early 20s, a lot of people can just go yeah, I'll take a year or two to try this out and go full into this, and then the consequences aren't that big, so you can find yourself on your feet again afterwards. So that's the main reason, I think. I don't know how long that's gonna stay, but it's why it's worked that way historically.
When compared to other European countries.
It also has a knock-on effect that there's so many good Swedish players already that there's a ton of role models that inspire people. So because there's already good Swedish players, there are more Swedish players that are good because they are inspired by the other good Swedish players.
While I'm not educated enough to talk on the topic, Sweden's track record clearly speaks for itself. I'm sure I don't need to tell you about Leffen and Armada and the impact that they have had and are still having on our game. So is it so crazy to think that the newest up-and-comer out of the country, playing the same character as the two...
Whoa. Bro, are you okay? Do you need help? Yo. Do you need... Oh my god.
With a quintessentially European playstyle, might just end up making a big splash in this little game we call Melee.
Oh yeah, my clip at I can recognize this. This is from LTC. Yeah, that back there is LTC. Oh, this image is so bad.
He first started playing the game in January of 2016.
I need to cut my hair before Genesis, I realize.
Norden is a
Don't want a repeat of this. This was a bad time.
From Sweden. He first started playing the game in...
What's that? Du gamla, du fria. Did he just play the fucking national anthem? Wait. Gamla, du fria. Wait, this is Zlatan. What? Why is there so many of this? Okay, of course, it's our national anthem. Of course there's many of them. There's 100+ versions of it. What? Huh? That is not okay.
January of 2016 in school, after a friend talked his ear off about the Smash dock, resulting in them playing the game at school during class. Having got away with the controller clacking, I have no idea. When they just...
Okay. I'll explain. This is true. So, we played Melee at school. But the way we did it was the class would always get really loud. So they wanted they wanted like groups to sit outside and in the hallways. And there's one spot in the hallway where you have like there's like the exit, right? And then there's like a little bit of an outside part that you have like two windows, so you can sit in that outside part and see through the windows, but the bottom part is covered. So if someone walks out, a teacher walks out, it takes a little bit for them to go there. So you could just like shuck your controller behind you and just like do stuff on your PC instead as soon as fucking a teacher walked out. And that was how we did it at like almost every class.
We got away with the controller clacking? I have no idea. When they discovered their local
we
scene
played
and
very
attended
quietly
their first
too.
Weekly a few weeks after that, his friend didn't end up coming back.
Yeah, he did not.
Was hooked.
I think what happened was I lost to a tech skill monster, and I was like, "How do you move like that? This is so bullshit." My goal is to beat this one player. I don't care about anything else. I am beating this one player.
Pipsqueak was also one of many Falcos to fall down the Falco to Fox pipeline.
Yeah, I lost to Flippy, and then I beat Flippy, and Flippy still had 10 times better tech skill than me, and I was like, I just back through shined you 4 times. What happened?
With him starting on the character, but soon switching after his first Ampha's Ladder opponent told him to play an easier character. So he switched to Fox.
Okay, this is censored.
After his first Ampha's Ladder
This is very censored. This is not. I didn't ask shit. I did not ask anything. My opponent legitimately went. It was ranked mode. First of all, I'd never played before. I was like, ranked mode sounds fun because I played rank in every other game I play, right? So I play him. I get 2-0'd, like 3 stock, 4 stock, or something like that. It's a Falco Ditto, and the other guy goes, "Man, you're so fucking bad. You should pick a easier character. Like, holy shit, you shouldn't play Falco. Like, this is not for you." And I was like, bet. And then I became a really good Fox.
Character. So he switched to Fox. His words, not mine. But as we all know, that's a decision that would stick to this day. Small tangent, but an amazing sports anime called Haikyuu talks about the moment,
what's the tangent?
A time in a sport where one moment, where everything you've been practicing comes to a singular point and just
what is your
game.
Yeah?
And while I don't know
Okay,
sure
SpongeBob.
what hooked Pipsqueak, from talking to him, it felt like a multitude of these moments.
Yes, there's like 6 of them.
Which came a couple of months into his career, where he...
Oh, you found this? Wait, did I find this? I might have found this. This is the first time I beat Master Kai. Master Kai, it was my demon. Master Kai, I think, beat me 13 sets in a row or something like that. We played every single week, and this was... Oh, I was in the... Fuck Marth. Fuck Marth is so bullshit. Marth is the easiest character in the game. He's so fucking stupid. My mentality... Whoo, it was not very good back then. But yeah, I finally beat him, and it felt amazing.
To a close game 3. But as a new player, only 8 months into playing the game, at a point where many of us are still struggling with wave dashing, let alone winning sets.
Oh, okay, he's talking about... Okay, no. He's talking about the time where I actually took my first game, which is way earlier. Because then I was like, wait, I can do this. That's what he's talking about, okay.
Fire in Pip, and made him believe that this was something he could do. Something he could be great at. The second moment, however, needs a bit of context about a certain player.
Professor Pro goes out to Dady, 3-2.
My god, of course the video's about fucking Dady. Every video about me is about Dady.
Dady is a Samus main
I love Dady.
From Stockholm that started playing just before...
Dady, for anyone who doesn't know, because Dady is not like super active right now, arguably my favorite melee player, or just like person. He's so sick. It's so hard to talk about, but he's so fucking sick.
Rise, as just after his second year of playing the game, he had already reached #1 in his region.
Dady was the Stockholm giant.
The first memory I have is like facing him in some bracket and kind of four-stocking him twice.
He's so good.
And
I love
Pip
Dady.
started to climb the ranks of Stockholm himself.
Wait, did he? Wait. Did he just say? Did he say his first memory is like four-stocking me?
It's like facing him in some bracket and kind of four-stocking him twice, you know.
Fuck you.
Pip started to climb the ranks of Stockholm himself. He found Dady to be a persistent and constant roadblock.
At this point, my goal had been to get like #1 in Stockholm at some point, but it seemed so impossible. I just did not see how I was gonna get there.
However, on one fatal day in 2017, Pip was able to take a set off of the Giant.
Then I get my first win on day.
I don't think that's the actual game, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm so excited, and
I feel like that was
I was like, it's doable.
not a real game.
I remember pretty early on when he was starting to rise that I was thinking like, okay, this guy is gonna go far.
Oh,
Only a week after this win, Pipsqueak would travel to an event called Ascension 2 in
wait. How do you pronounce this? Hejaregatan i Växjö, Sweden, Sverige. Hejaregatan, really? That is a shit fucking name for a street. It means shearing street. It's like oh yeah, you're a shearer? Shearer Street. Woo!
in there. And this event would end up showing just how much getting past this roadblock had launched Pip. He had a nice time in pools, getting out of his round-robin pool in first place, giving him a good seed for the bracket. Unfortunately, this wouldn't last long, as he would fall in the second round of winners to Klar.
Oh yeah, Sheik.
This
Yeah, I
would put him
forgot.
into the second round of losers, where if he wanted to make anything happen,
And the fucked part here is, I think 2 other people got upset, so I had 2 really high seeds to play immediately.
he would need to put in some work.
Not UCF equals low IQ, what? Wait, this was before UCF, what? UCF, I don't think... Was UCF a thing? This is like 2016. This is halfway through 2016. Oh yeah, stocks. Wait, they didn't find the stock set? I'm pretty sure the stock set exists. Wait, I have to pause here. I'm pretty sure the stock set exists. I'm pretty sure. It's so... Or was it off stream? It could be off stream. Okay, it doesn't exist. That's fair. That's fair. Ashtray always beat me at locals, but not this time. Oh, they did get this. Yeah. That was a sick combo. Barely killed. Rocky was so highly ranked at this time. Rocky was so good and he got so mad at me because I had no idea who he was. And I beat Rocky, right? And I have no idea who he is. And I feel like I play with 0 fear as a result and I just own him. And he's just like, who the fuck? Like, do you know? Do you know who I am? And I'm like, no. And I look and he's like 4th seed at the event or something. And I was like, oh, cool. I just did Fox versus Falcon stuff. Cool.
At this point, I'm having a great time. I am chewing gum, listening to
Shooting gum.
Would be another.
Oh yeah, I listened to fucking You Only Get One Moment. And I remember I was like headbanging to the beat while I was playing.
Say for Pipsqueak, if you took this.
I also had never beaten Money before this, I don't think. Oh, that's so lucky I ducked under it.
And he takes the
That's
set
it.
3-0. 3-0. Ouch. Crazy play from Pipsqueak. Fun fact, Pipsqueak, as we mentioned, got sent to losers very, very early.
Yeah, Nisse also made a ton of upsets this tournament.
Half as good as Nisse.
So this might be.
Wait, what did he say?
By a Peach player, that's not even like half as good as
Played Sheik. Not the same. Not the same.
Nisse.
So this might be a struggle for Pipsqueak.
Nah. I think I 3-1 or something. 3-0. You can tell I was in my anime arc. This isn't even me doing any. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck, it's 5 a.m. It's 5 a.m. I probably woke someone up. Maybe not. Oh my god, I gotta quiet down a little bit. Oh my god. Oh. How did that combo? I think I missed the L cancel too. Oh yeah, this was sick. I remember, this was my first moment in a while where I was like, oh, I gotta clip this. I remember clipping this and sending it to everyone. I was like, I'm playing so hot today. I did a upper. That was big for me back then. That was big for me back then. Run off, do a shine, and then taunt. I think that's the first time I taunted in bracket.
Wow.
Worst possible scenario, he gets 4th. At an event where he was seeded what?
Nothing.
11th?
Basically nothing.
13th?
I beat him, and I'm like, fuck you, Gothenburg. You ain't shit. I'm way better than Gothenburg ever was. And then I play Johnny Fight, and Johnny Fight ends my life, and it's like 3-0 in like 2 seconds. I think that was my first like real tournament outside of Stockholm locals. And dang, if that wasn't a good first tournament outside of Stockholm locals. Holy shit, that was a good time.
This 2-week period in Pip's Melee career cannot be understated in its importance. These events showed Pip just what he was capable of achieving in the world of Melee. From there, Pipsqueak continued to improve just as fast over the next
Oh yeah,
months in
I
the
beat
world of
Issar.
Melee. From there,
When was this? Short up here. Oh right, and it was so tight. I remember this. This was hard.
Pipsqueak continued to improve just as fast over the next 2 years, collecting
Hey,
more
what do you think about
wins
this
on
set?
top EU players. He looked fast over the
Okay,
next
I have to point out, this set is the worst set of all time. I know that, yeah, I was about to say, I just need people to understand for context of how amazing this set is. I know Prison doesn't want me to do this, so look away for a little bit, but this is arguably, if I have to pick a single set that I think is like the historic, the winner semis one, the loser semis one, if I have to pick anyone that's like my most important set in my career, it's probably this one.
So yeah, this is
Hello? It's the it's the loser semis one, not the winners one. Why didn't it? Pipsqueak versus President. It didn't let me go back. Here it is. This one. This set is some shit because so I get owned at the start. You see 2-0, and then something magical happens, right? I take 1. Wait, is this? Oh yeah, and then here it's I'm gonna cry. Look, I'll speed through it. So I reset Prisant, and then I get speed run like 4-stocked the game after. Like the first game of the reset, I get like 4-stocked. Here, I've already lost a stock. I've already lost 2 stocks. I'm gonna lose 3 stocks, I think. No, okay. What happens? Missed ledge dash. Mwah. Missed ledge dash number 1, okay? Keep track of these. I get combo to death. So far, I have hit no combo. I've hit like 4 neutral wins, and then they've missed a ledge dash. Now, I'm down a lot. I'm getting comboed. It's insane. Oh, up throw, back air. Missed a ledge dash. Starting to see a pattern here. Okay. Up throw. Missed a ledge dash. Okay. So we're at 3 missed ledge dashes. And then they combo me. I'm off stage. Messes up the edge guard. I get a perfect ledge dash. Weird trade. Up throw. And that's it. So I did 1 stock, and then I win the event from this. So this is arguably my favorite set of all time. It's 3 missed ledge dashes in a row into the tightest, hardest game 5 finish of all time.
in the world of Melee. From there, Pipsqueak continued to improve just as fast.
It should have been another one, but 3 in a row was big.
EU players. He looked set to keep climbing his way up to the upper echelons of top-level Melee. However, in early 2020, Pipsqueak would finally get the opportunity to make a decision which would change the course of his career forever. In early 2020, after Valhalla 3, Pipsqueak was finally able to get his hands on a DIY digital controller. Pip had been interested in switching to the controller type since early 2018 after Genesis 5, where at the time they decided to not run UCF due to it being new at the time.
No. Schaller.
Where at the time they decided
You can get high quality images. This is not hard. This is a solved problem. I know that screen capping sites like this always renders them fucked up like this. It's a like editing software thingy. It's really easy to fix. I'll tell you how later. It's so easy to avoid this. It's so easy to avoid this.
To not run UCF due to it being new at the time. And maybe a little fear of Nintendo. But having to travel all the way to the US only to have your controller not work was something Pipsqueak traveled all the way to the US.
Also, this okay.
At the
Wait.
time. Maybe
Wait, was that Leffen with my face on it? Also, this is so cute. I love this
To the
thing.
US only to
Bruh, I love this. This is Leffen with me on.
Not work was something Pipsqueak never intended to experience again.
They're just gonna announce no UCF a week before an event. I cannot deal with this.
Pip seemed to quickly take to the box-style controller, as only a few months after picking it up, he ended up traveling to Summit as his good friend Prisant's coach, where he stated that he was able to keep up with a lot of the players there, even with his limited skill set on the box, setting him up for a bright future with the controller. But then, as you all know,
okay, I'm not quite that in love with it. I wouldn't marry it, okay?
It's during this era that Pipsqueak would not only adjust to the controller style, but also demolish his previous level of skill and raise to an even higher height.
Banger.
But we aren't there yet. So let's talk about that era for a little bit.
I farmed ice at this point. Oh yeah, right. Fun fact, I was plus on Leffen in 2022. I was the only player in Europe that was plus on Leffen. I think I was 3-1 or something. Now ignore the fact that the loss was on controller and the win was on box. Ignore that part. I was 3-1. It says it on my Liquipedia page.
During this impressive COVID-era stint, a certain European circuit was happening.
Super cool idea.
The same
really helped me with my career.
Cool circuit put together by the TOs.
Very happy about it,
in Europe.
but it was very stressful towards the end.
Surprise in store.
This was fucked up. This was a fucked up decision that the top player in points got invited, because they only announced it like after I'd already farmed the first like 3 events. I think I won the first 2 and got second on the third or something like that. So I was literally impossible to beat me by the time they announced me. Like this was the same thing as saying Pipsqueak has been invited to Summit. Like that. This was what this was.
That's right, a place at the prestigious Smash Summit to the placer with the highest points at the midpoint of the circuit, Fate Online. And you know,
it was borderline impossible for me to not get it. I did not feel like the best player at the time. Triff didn't enter the ones I went to. I think Frenzy kind of did. Frenzy was the only one who was remotely close. Frenzy got like third. Yeah, I think he beat Leffen. So he got third, second. And then he got then he got second, and I got like fifth or something. So he was like pretty close in points. He was the only one remotely close, but he started with a big disadvantage. I think he ended up outperforming me at all the relevant events, like in between. He did win region, you're right, but that was after the point I'm talking about. I think that was the 4th or 5th one.
With 2 more events to go before the winner of the spot would be decided, the top 5 of the leaderboard looked like this. It was still very much anyone's.
Was this after Frenzy won region? Because that would put him above, because I underperformed a ton at region. I got like 7th at region. So imagine this. Imagine that I underperform massively and I'm still just like this high up for no reason.
Game. And after a stellar Smash Sauna performance from Pipsqueak and a weaker performance from Frenzy, Pip was able to take the lead going into Fate Online. It was looking like it was going to be an all-out brawl between these two for the spot at the summit. Oh, what's that? The travel restrictions mean it's going to be unfeasible to get the winner there after Fate? Oh, they decided to retroactively push back the decider to Smash Sauna, so Pip gets the summit spot? Oh, I see. While anticlimactic, Pip was able to secure himself an invite to Smash Summit 11, the first tournament back.
I want to point out, this was said, I believe, after the event played out, like the day after or something like that. I think I ended up beating Frenzy head-to-head at the very end. So Frenzy was, like, obviously mad, but he ended up saying that you kept it together when it mattered, and eliminated me at like one of the events where it mattered, and like he mentioned it being a mentality thing. So even though I completely respect him if he was super mad about it, but on my end he was very gracious about it, which I'm very happy about. I have a ton of respect for that guy.
Back on LAN since March of 2020, and Pip, along with the rest of Europe, were looking forward to see how their new rising star would fare against the best of the best.
Not very good. Oh. Oh, is it the how long is it? Okay, no, it's not the Mexico travel arc. I wasn't sure if he was gonna talk about the Mexico travel arc.
Pip, after multiple complications at the Mexican border and a hell of a trip, is forced to drop out of Summit and return home empty-handed.
I've talked about this. I don't know if I talk about it in the interview, but Prison has called this out a couple times. This was honestly the best thing that happened in my life. I know this sounds ridiculous, but stay with me for a moment, okay? That trip showed me how bad things could go and I would still be fine. Everything went wrong there. Literally everything. I lost like a month. And then I was super depressed afterward for a while. And I ended up behind in like studies and like work and shit, and I just like couldn't get anything done for ages. And then I had to catch back up on everything. And I did it. So not only was the trip awful, afterwards it was also awful. And I survived it. And ever since, my mentality has been like up here. Legitimately, this might be the most fortunate event in my life, where I am such a much more like stable individual, or rather resilient individual as a result of this trip. That's kind of crazy. Mexico trip at Summit 11. Awful time, because I think that's the coolest summit that's ever been. The grand finals, that does suck. Everything was just amazing. So I was very sad to have missed out on that one.
Luckily though, the lovely people over at Summit let Pip's invite carry over to the next summit, granting him guaranteed entry to Smash Summit 12. That gives him another 5 months to prepare and improve.
I didn't just stop being sad. What happened was I ended up getting so swamped in work for like a month plus, and then I slowly recovered over time. I also went to therapy weekly at this point, so therapy plus like finishing all the work and surviving gave me a off period time where I had like a month where I just didn't have to stress that much, and then I could cool down. And I was still very sad, but at that point, actually honestly I wasn't even that sad. It was more of a like, I did everything I could, so because I gave it everything I could, I had nothing to like do about it. So it was very easy for me to let go and be like, yeah, it happened, life sucks, but you know, we move on, we make big moves.
During this time, he all but stopped entering same circuit events, as he was already guaranteed a spot in the finals. But we were able to see him at the Smash World Tour qualifier, where he showed up big time, placing second only to Europe's number Smash World, as he was
this when I think this was when I started becoming a really toxic versus Falco. And this is a interesting thing.
See him at the
This is so stupid. So what decided this set arguably is I hit an SDI back. Look at this. Bam! And the laser misses and I kill.
Where he showed up big time, placing
SDI away.
only to Europe's number 2, Triff, and displaying an insane amount of dominance in the Fox Ditto over Prof.
I think I'm up 10 sets in a row or something like that.
It was also announced about halfway that the highest placing uninvited player,
yeah, he knew what happened.
Finale,
that's why I left.
Spot to Smash Summit 12. This was looking great for the UK, who had never had a player attend Summit before. With Triff taking a break, it was very, very likely that either Prof or Frenzy would make it into Summit. And as a UK player myself, I was ecstatic thinking of our boys getting to perform on a stage like Summit. But them.
We do a little trolling. You know, Leffen was so mad at me. Leffen was so mad at me about this because Leffen didn't ask, so I asked them. The reason I knew this was because I asked directly, hey, how does this work? And I got a response. Leffen never asked and just assumed it wouldn't work, and then didn't enter. And Leffen was like, I should have entered. And I'm like, bro, you were in every summit anyway.
Oh, no, it's okay though. Pip dropped a solo battle in winners. There's no way he can make it through all these players who have given him a hard time in the past, right? Right?
Best song. He knows my music taste so well. This is such a GOAT song. Let's fucking go. What's this song called? My Brother. Search Berserk My Brother. It's what I use to test my fucking headphones and speakers. It's by my favorite composer, Shiro Sagisu. This was so back and forth. Oh yeah, the Nair. I got 4-stocked here, yep.
Pipsqueak is definitely capable to shake off a 4-stock like that. It doesn't really matter to him.
Ooh. I remember this being extremely tight. I was shaking so hard. I'm making this comeback is one of my proudest moments. Wait, what's the timer? I want to see the timer. Okay, 30 seconds. And then here, this was so tight. But barely got it. Oh, I was so happy I got Prof. I was up, I think, 7 in a row against Prof. It's not a remix. This is just this is the default song. Turtles. Pulse Fire? Oh yeah, I didn't look, but probably, if you went for another shine.
Pip goes on to secure himself his
Okay, I don't think it's mixed,
second
but
summit
it might
spot,
be.
confirming himself for a
I have to look it
Smash
up.
Summit that hadn't even been announced yet. Confirming himself
What is this? What is
for a
this?
Smash
What do you mean?
Summit that hadn't even been announced yet.
This edit was so bad on me.
It's okay, Frenzy got every voting though. Hadn't
Fun-
even been
Fun fact, the person who made this thumbnail for Toph DM'd me and said, I just made the worst thumbnail of you of all time. Are you okay with this? Do you give me permission to use this face on a thumbnail? And I was like, I don't care. And then I watched it and I was like, I should have said I cared.
announced yet. It's okay, Frenzy got every voting though, it's alright. After this incredible display, Pip was headed to Smash Summit 12 with the wind in his sails, ready to show the world that Europe's top players could hang. And boy, did he.
I think so, yeah. I should have won the set. Actually, it was the left set I should have won. This was the set versus Free Palestine was so bad.
While Pip didn't have an insane performance, he damn well showed that he could hang with the best in the game. Pip didn't.
If you want to see me crumble, look at this set. I play from like minute 1 the shakiest you have ever seen me play. I actually am shaking physically. I'm not sure if it's visible on the player cam, but the entire set I'm shaking physically for no reason.
Have an insane performance.
I won 4 sets, I think. It's just they were all in pools, so I got last. Were you so shaky the set? I started in losers and I got really bad sleep. And I also hadn't played against Falco in a while, so it's like 3 factors in a row. And I also just got into my own head because the Summit format kind of does that to you the first time.
He damn well showed that he could hang with the best in the game, going game 5 with IBDW and looking competitive in every other set. as well as taking sets from other up-and-coming American players at the time in Swift and Free Palestine. Though Pip and the insatiable competitor he is...
Oh yeah, right, I
he wouldn't
only
be
went game
happy
5
with
against
just that.
ABW.
I'd say underperform. It's more of a like, when I was there, in those sets, I had various win conditions, and I had various game states where I know that if I played normally and I didn't have the summit stress, if I played in a normal bracket, I would have won those sets, no problem. Obviously, everyone else is also experiencing summit stress, but I was playing people who are way more familiar with it than me. And in that scenario,
Where's the footage
I
from?
definitely felt like I
Just the sets.
underperformed.
But luckily for him,
You
Pip
can
would get
Google the
another
sets.
chance, as only 1 week after this was the Smash World Tour Finals, where he would
It's
hope
on
to
YouTube,
get
all of
some
it.
more tangible results. And,
Oh.
well,
Wow.
Oh, I own Spark this set. I played so good. Talking about it? Oh, we had an interview.
They're into an up smash. Wow.
Me and Charler had an interview like a month or two ago. I'm so mad I played really shit versus this Fox. I think if I started to figure it out here, I feel like if I won this game, I would have won. And then I got to eliminate Frenzy. What does Cobalt like to play? Very gratifying, because Cobalt was the moment I decided to switch to box, right? At Genesis 5. Beating Cobalt at Smash World Tour and just do was so satisfying as a like return. Main thing is Cobalt just doesn't try to play optimal, and that kind of doesn't work in the Ditto because you just out-punish so hard. I feel like Cobalt just kind of couldn't hit me like even half as hard as I hit him.
Pip really showed up, getting wins on multiple top 100 players like Cobalt, Spark, and Polish. And so with that came an end to Pip's trip. It showed great hope for his
What is
future.
this?
If he was capable of improving at this rate,
Oh yeah,
who
this is my
knows what he
gameplay.
might reach. And luckily, we would only have to wait a few more months to get an
Thank you,
answer
Melee
to that.
Stats.
Thanks to the
Thank you,
Melee
Melee
Stats
Stats.
team, Pipsqueak would be traveling to America again to
A
attend
lot.
3 events.
Yeah, so Pipsqueak was our first choice. Pipsqueak's dedication to the game and to improving was just so clear to us, and we wanted
Aw.
to make sure that he was able to.
I love Wheat.
come to
Wheat is
America
such
to
a,
travel and to
like,
become
homie to me.
the top player that we really thought that he could be.
Pound, Low Tide City, and The Function. Oh, technically
Everyone
4.
in the Melee
Remember
Stats
that
team
Summit
is
Stop
so
earlier?
nice.
And with that, off he went again. Now with 3 more months of experience under his belt, where he had really solidified himself as the number 2 in Europe in Triff's absence. But this time he'd be entering open brackets. It was time to see how Pipsqueak stacked up against the rest of the American field.
Didn't I win the
at his
first one?
first
Or was that the
event
second one?
with
Oh no, it's Pound. I did so
2022.
bad here.
But catches the side platform, and that should be it.
That was rough. I actually farmed a few good wins from this.
In terms of venue, there
Oh.
was no AC. It was
Yeah.
30 degrees outside, and they were all stuck in a single room with like 2 fans. And I had a heat stroke every time I went in for like more than 20 minutes.
This was so unbelievably bad. The venue can only handle like 200 people or something like that, and they had like 1,000 plus. I could only be inside the venue for a solid like 10 minutes before I started like feeling faint. Like I legitimately started to faint when I was inside. I just sat outside and had people like inside DM me.
With an unfortunate Pound, Pipsqueak's seed actually ended up being lowered going into Low Tide City. In the end, it seemed like the US wasn't all that impressed by the current Pipsqueak. But that Pound loss really seemed to be a wake-up call, as Low Tide
PG Stats
City
does
was,
Melee videos too.
well, quite a different story to say the least.
Yeah, I played way better here. This venue was good. Also, the bangers! Shirosagi is so bad. Hitting me with the bleach bangers. Remix though. It doesn't hit as hard as the original, but it's still very good. Should I put Ice's theme in here somewhere? I actually told him to. I wonder if he did. I actually low-key told him to, like, right before he released it. I'm not even kidding. But I told him to do it around, like, the Mexico trip, I think. Nice. The crowd was so whatever here. This is when I'm thankful for noise cancelling headphones, because the crowd was just going like, make, even when I was owning him. I do shit like this, no one cares. It's all just like, yeah, mech. Also, never let anyone tell you I don't abuse the box. What is this? Look at this stock here. Up tilt, down air, turn around up tilt, bear, short of up air, short of nair, fold up nair, shine. I don't abuse the box, baby. Most honest box player. Yeah, I didn't hear... there was ethos there, which I appreciated. That was Pog.
Pip was able to get his first ever tournament win in the US. Sure, some people would discredit this win a little due to the lack of top 10 rep at the event.
Yes.
This was still a major sized event with people like Axe, Mech, and Salt.
Are you ignoring the fact that 800 of these was ultimate players? This was like an 800 person ultimate event.
Still a major sized event with people like Axe, Mech, and Salt all being toppled by Pipsqueak to win in honestly a dominant fashion.
That was cool, I guess. And then we memed that was a Mickey Mouse major, still a major. So that was my first major win, you know?
Now, with a win, you'd think that would be the highlight of Pip's trip. But there was actually one more event to come.
This was where Moki showed me a lot of stuff I don't do in the Ditto that I'm still working on implementing.
Environment where it's all in one day.
Also, on the turbo bangers! This is so done for me! All the songs I love. Schaller knows I'm One Piece pilled.
Now, last game. Solid performances. No way!
Oh yeah, the under a minute 4 stock on Panda who's ranked 54. The One Piece!
Oh man, we got a typewriter battle. Oh, wait, one more edge guard.
I got so lucky there. That was so sick. I've actually, ever since I've been practicing this, so I thought about this as a Fox-specific thing, like 2 weeks before the event. I never thought that it was gonna hit, and then now I've been like, I should do this ever since.
He's getting so much too. Oh, he's still going. Yo,
Yo,
is he?
God!
Crudo owned me the first time, I think, right? Or I say own, it was game 5. And then Crudo beat IBDW immediately afterwards.
Oh, but that was so good by Pipsqueak there.
Oh no, they're looking at loser quarters. I lost in winners to Crudo. They ignored that.
After 2 stellar performances, Pip's second American trip was going incredibly, despite the rough start. All that's left is to top it off with what I'm sure is going to be an incredible summit at Smash Summit 13.
Bruh.
Pip
I actually
once
handled
again
this really well.
Denied from Summit. A slightly sour
Yeah, Crudo
end
was
to
fucking
his
insane. He beat IBDW that
Pip
event.
looks back on it with positivity.
I really can't do more than summarize that I had a blast. I was obviously scared about COVID. At that point, I was so drained from being in the US for 3 weeks that I was like, I just wanna like relax. And then I got COVID, and relax I did.
And even without Summit, Pip can go back home with a smile on his face, knowing he's done something that few Europeans have ever done. Win an American major.
And this is even before the Mango and HBox stuff.
I wonder who those are.
I just want to point out the fact my memory is so bad. I know all these things happened and I get reminded by them in the video, right? But I'm like, yeah, so the only things I've done in my career is beat HBox and Mango. I've never done anything else. I just spawned and beat those two, and then I left. And that's all I've ever done. That's kind of how my brain works right now.
Oh, I love it when it circles back around.
Wait, you ignore the Mango? God damn it. That's fine.
Yo guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe if you enjoyed it, because I mean this took a lot of work. I mean it's been in the oven.
Should have added a after note saying,
now.
damn.
A lot since then. I mean he's taken 24th on the summer rankings, taken sets from Mango and Hungry
Thank you.
Box.
There we go.
Honestly,
there we go. Thank you. That's all I cared
excited
about.
to see what the future holds.
Thank you, Schaller.
Yeah.
This was so sick.
We'll do another follow-up documentary on him at some point.
Hmm?
Who knows? But once again, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I put a lot of heart into these projects, so you watching the end means a lot to me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.
Make sure to subscribe here. I'm gonna spam you with the channel. Make sure to subscribe. Schaller's the homie. Thank you very much. That was sick.